Hey everybody, Ryan Schramm. I'm super excited to take you on this community tour today. I was just sitting here with my videographer Serge, and I was like, dude, where can you get this close in a car to the water anywhere in town? I mean, the water is like 25, 30 feet behind me, and I'm not even as close as I can get. But I'm sitting in Dana Point in my car, about to take you guys into a community called Beach Road. The name of the street's Beach Road, but we also call it Beach Road as the community. In the background, across this little bay, if you will, the belly of the coast creates a bay, is Dana Point Harbor and the jetty. And this is a great little stretch of beach here, going up to Doheny Beach. And it's just a super cool spot. What makes this community awesome is these houses that we're gonna see. There's some really spectacular houses, and there's some actually just raw lots, and everything in between are right on the water. Like, this is the closest you can get to the water in Dana Point or San Clemente. These are houses built right on the coast. And it's gonna feel super private when we go in there, but I wanted to start right here so you could see. Imagine having a house. I'm sitting in my car, but imagine having a house right here. That's Beach Road. So we're gonna pan ahead and you'll see the guard gate, and I'm gonna get us into this community. It is guard gated. There is no HOA here. It's actually a district. And that just simply means that, you know, they don't have an HOA that's governing what you do with your property. It's all subject to Coastal Commission and the city of Dana Point. So stand by while we take a look at Beach Road. All right, so we just entered in past the guard gate, and Beach Road is basically a 2-lane road right along the coast. And I actually just cleared my odometer because we're gonna see just how long it is. But what makes this so special is now we're between literally the surf and PCH, just on the other side of us. And we're gonna take a look at how the parking lays out for the homes that are here. We're gonna take a look at just what kind of homes that are here, because again, this is one of the most unique spots on our coastline where if you wanted to live on the beach, you can literally do that. So let's take a look. All right, we just pulled up to a piece of land that's available here in the Beach Road community. And it's raw land. There's no utilities. It's basically for sale as a raw piece of land. And if somebody was interested in purchasing this land to build a home, what you can expect is to go through the city and the Coastal Commission to get an approved plan, you know, through architects and engineers, get an approved plan and start construction. It's as simple as that. And what's really nice is people that are building new in here are taking advantage of some really unique and new home designs that are specifically intended for property that's this close to the water. So if there ever was a tidal wave or a tsunami of sorts, or even when it's high surf, these structures are built to withstand to a higher level of degree those types of Mother Nature events, rather than some of the older homes in here. So that's really what's cool about building new. And look how close that is. Let's zoom in a little bit. I mean, the water is right there. So if you're like stand-up paddleboard, surf, kayak, boater, enthusiast, waterman, waterwoman, there's really no better spot than to just launch right from your front porch into the water. So that's an opportunity here to build, which is really, really cool. And then if you look at this house right next door, this is kind of it's not an older home, but it's probably built 10, 20 years ago, Mediterranean style, really a nice property. And this is an example of something that could be, you know, on the market or for sale as a resale property. And you'll see as we go through here too, there's even some older properties, little bungalows, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Some of them have garages, some of them don't. Over here on our left, this is a really cool feature. So this is private parking for the 093 address. And homeowners here in Beach Road have the option to do concrete here, or they can do pavers, they can leave it blacktop. You just can't put a garage on this parking, and not every parcel in here has these parking spots. So here's, pan over to the right. Look at this little bungalow. It's probably 2 bedroom, 1 bath, ton of parking, no garage, but just a little beach bungalow. Super, super cool. Right next to a really nicely done modern structure. Just kind of feels like, I don't know, I really like it in here because it doesn't feel like it's super governed by an HOA body that's patrolling everything that you do. The guard gate that we went through, it's nice because they do have patrol that goes through, and they're always super quick to respond, and they're making sure everything's safe. But as far as what you can do with your property, it's not an overbearing community or anything like that, which I love. And so you get this really cool mix of homes in here, from, you know, Mediterranean style to like this old Spanish style right here. It's just a really, really unique spot. And I'm gonna park and take you on an empty lot so that you can see just how close to the waves that everybody's porch in here is. And if you're curious, the homes in here are ranging from anywhere from $3 million to maybe like that little cottage that I showed you guys. A home structure might be, you know, like that might be 3 million, up to, you know, 8 million for a property with a double lot and a really cool house. So you've got everything in between. Okay, so I'm standing on one of the available empty raw pieces of land here in Beach Road. This lot is listed for $2.75 million. It comes with 2 adjacent parking spaces. And I wanted to bring you onto the lot so you can see just how close you get to the water. It's pretty cool. There's even this sailboat up here. Like, what makes this so special is you could keep your Hobie cat parked on your piece of property and just launch it right from your front yard. There's not a lot of places like that in Orange County, if at all in Orange County or on the coast of California. Pretty darn cool. And a beautiful day. This is a couple days before Thanksgiving right now, and it's 80 degrees. It's like something out of a Hawaii playbook. So 2.75 million, and you could build a house on this piece of property for probably $3 or $4 million and get something incredible. All right, so we just reached the end of Beach Road. We are at 1.5 miles exactly. So Beach Road is 1.5 miles long on my odometer, and it's behind me is basically the borderline of Dana Point and San Clemente. So Beach Road goes from the northern part of Capistrano Beach, which is Dana Point, all the way to the San Clemente borderline. And this residence behind me, this probably built in the 80s or 90s, is kind of a more of a modern home at that time, is pretty iconic because there's no neighbor to the south. So when you're coming along PCH from San Clemente into Dana Point, you see that property. And Beach Road has been home to some, you know, some low-key celebrities, to just, you know, people that want to enjoy this super unique spot. So yeah, very, very special community. If you came to San Clemente and Dana Point, you said, Ryan, I wanted to be as close to the water as possible. I don't want to deal with, you know, an overbearing HOA with $300, $400, $500 a month HOA dues. And I wanted to be able to build and kind of alter my property on how I see fit within the city, within the city's permitting structure. I would definitely bring you to Beach Road, because that's really what this place is. So if you like to see property in here, or you want more information on this area, drop me a comment or shoot me a text, and I'll give you the local scoop. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'll see you on the next one.